Hi, so today I'll be talking to you about marketing strategy. My name is Humberto and I am an international business consultant. I have an MBA from Grand Canyon University and have been practicing competitive marketing strategy for the past 7 years. I have some clients in various industries, all the way from Arizona, all the way to Portugal, Japan, and London. I focus a lot on small business, but I have helped some Fortune 100 companies as well as middle cap and some decent sized teams. Excuse me, but again, primarily in marketing and competitive strategy. So they typically reach out to me when they are when their business is stagnant, they can't see growth, or they're trying to develop a new product and they just don't know how to market it. They don't know who to target or how to build a strategy for a certain segment. So that's usually where I come in. Today I'll be talking to you about marketing strategy, specifically focused on small businesses. I have received certain emails lately, all regarding um, budgets. So why is it that a marketing budget for a small business may not generate as much return as expected or as hoped for? And so I'm going to give you a couple of pointers to that. I'm going to keep this video short, but I will give you hopefully some valuable feedback. Some valuable pointers so that you can then take it and then implement it on a new strategy for yourself. And then if you need any help or you need feedback, or want to give me some comments on what helped you and what didn't, I would appreciate that as well. So um, let's see. A lot of I've noticed that from working with previous companies, again in various industries, the trend is that most of the time people do know what they're doing. You may have a hunch, you may have some sort of insight that makes you decide on what campaign, what effort to try. For example, if you're a small business doing landscaping or doing HVAC, or maybe you're a small business consultant, or you're a recruiter, independent recruiter, or you you're even maybe selling those products from It Works. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're an independent solopreneur, small business, small entrepreneur with a small startup, a small company, um, typically you operate on a hunch. You may not spend a lot of time, like a lot of us, business geeks, doing business analysis and data analysis, and trying to pick data from numbers and graphs and stuff, so that you can know what to execute. You may just operate on a hunch. You may just have an idea of, like, you know what, I think that would be a good opportunity there. I think that segment, that market, that group of people may be good to approach. And then you go and spend a lot of money, but don't see any return on it. I'm here to tell you that a lot of the times is not because you targeted the wrong group of people, you targeted the wrong segment, or even maybe that your copy, your content, your ad, your flyer, your call to action was wrong, or it was inefficient. I'm here to tell you that a lot of the times is your own doubt that maybe has stopped you from seeing that strategy, that marketing campaign run its course, and then you're making changes, through as it's going, without really know why you're making a change, or you're seeing, that ad budget just decreasing and decreasing, but you're really not seeing any sales. So then you may want to click and adjust and stop, or add, or remove money from it on a daily basis. And so, I want you to know that that's something that you shouldn't be doing. Then there's some of you that actually create strategies. You may have a target market. You may have an idea. I'm gonna leverage Facebook. I'm gonna use this type of words. I'm gonna use this type of images, and then I'm going to create specific landing pages for this group, for this segment, this social platform. That way, everybody from Facebook is going to a landing page that I created just for them. And then in this landing page, I'm gonna have this content, or I'm gonna have a video, or I'm gonna have a set of instructions. I'm gonna have one single specific goal that I want them to follow through, so that I can capture a lead, or I can capture a sale, or I can get them to download a book, whatever it is that your goal may be. And then I'm gonna have another one on Instagram. Then I'm gonna try to leverage Snapchat for something, Then I'm going to incorporate everything with a single call to action that even my flyers and my website is going to be running. That way, everything is concise and everything is feeding off each other. That way, it doesn't matter how people are coming across and finding our information. Everything will be concise, relevant, and promote transparency. So you may have a strategy. It doesn't matter what it is, but then you execute it. Then once you execute it, you see it's live, and it doesn't perform. So I want to give you a couple of pointers, so that hopefully next time you create a strategy, you have a little more insight as to, um, maybe how you should behave. It's not necessarily what to do; it's how you as a person should behave as the business owner. So here we go. My first tip would be to keep it simple. Keep every strategy, every campaign, every effort that you do for your business simple. Um, you have to realize that you may not be the one executing a change. You may not be the one executing a campaign. You may not be the one executing a certain task or a strategy. um, but for anything that you want to implement, you should write it down. You should have a plan, and it should be simple. Keep the steps simple, because you never know who at the end of the day may have to step in on your behalf or on your employees' behalf, to continue and implementing that effort. So make sure that whatever it is that you do, keep your plan simple. Keep it simple. You've heard that acronym KISS? That stands for Keep It Simple Stupid. So it's very, very straightforward. You gotta make sure that it's simple. Keep it very layman. With that, I want to segue into the language. The language that you use is very important on your ad campaigns, on whether it's Google Ads or Yelp ads or your flyers. Make sure that everything that you convey, anything that is customer facing, it uses very layman terms. Unless you're targeting an industry and you're targeting engineers, for example, and they're looking for certain specifications. Maybe you know that there's an RFQ out and you're trying to propose a bid, and you want to make sure that they understand what value they're getting as far as on, engineering wise. Then you may want to use their terminology, but otherwise keep it very simple. If you're targeting the engineer's clients, you would want to use layman terms. The common language is part of keeping it simple. So make sure you keep it simple. Um, you can kill a lot of opportunity by trying to fluff up your own, efforts. So don't do that. Let me see. As part of keeping it simple is actually knowing that you have to make trade-offs. Strategy is nothing but knowing what trade-offs to make. So make sure that you're making trade-offs. You cannot expect to go after many different targets, after going after many different goals, many different demographics, or trying to sell two, three products within um, the same campaign. You need to make sure that you're doing one strategy, one campaign, one effort dedicated for a single goal. You can try to deliver many different campaigns through multiple platforms, whether it's flyers, emailers, on food, fairs, events, networking, cold calling, inbounds, newsletters, lead generation through dedicated single pages, or social media. You can break down so that each platform, each channel has a goal, but everything has to be towards one service if it's part of your one strategy. Once you start adding many different features, many different options, or many different products, you can start getting things to be very confusing and convoluted messages, and that's just gonna it's gonna kill your budget and not give you any return. So make sure that you knowing what to trade-offs to take. Don't try to go after many competitors. Focus on one thing at a time. This is something that medium to large businesses don't necessarily have to worry about, but you as a small business, um, your efforts will see better results if you focus on one thing at a time, one style of messaging, one type of image criteria for your ads. If you're using images, stay consistent. Don't try to have very, very fancy wording in one and then very playful, plain word and lettering on another. Make sure that everything is concise and you're making trade offs. Um, Let me see. Once you launch a plan, a strategy, you know everything is in motion. Whether it's change management or you're improving maybe customer service, the way that people interact, um, your ad, pay per click, Google Ads, Yelp ads, um, Bing, Yahoo, whatever it may be. Excuse me. Um, Make sure that you measure everything that is going on once it's running. If you Google has very great tools for you to track and see kind of see what's going on with not the clicks, the users, the click through, and your spending on a day-to-day basis. So make sure that you know that you definitely take advantage of that. If you don't know how to do that yourself, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of companies out there that will be more than happy to help you out. And think, me and the guys here at Think, well not here, but at the office, we that's something that we do on a regular basis. You know, data science, just pulling information. You know, who's coming to your website, their demographics, their general interests, at what times are they visiting, at what times are people clicking through the most, at what times are people, are we converting the most, which landing pages are performing better than others, and then based on that we make improvements so that we can continuously improve, because that's the goal. You don't want to create and launch a campaign and then just kind of let it sit there. You want to babysit it, you want to monitor and analyze what's going on so that you can make changes as you go. If your plan is simple, if your campaign is very simple, you should be able to ask somebody to step in and they'll understand right away. That's another reason why you need to keep things very simple, because your ad will keep running. So make sure that you take advantage of Google Analytics, or you hire people to do that for you. There are many different tools out there that you can use. Some are free, some are paid for, but nonetheless you should be able to definitely take advantage of that. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money out there and you're not leveraging technology as you should as a small business. Always continuously manage and analyze the performance. Um, I guess with that said, I want to keep this short. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end it there. Um, if you have any questions, you always can just send me an email. Click on the link here and follow my blog. Maybe add me on LinkedIn. I'll provide the links of everything so that you can follow me wherever that you're always hanging out. So thank you for watching. Again, my name is Humberto. Um, I am an MBA, International Marketing Strategist, and I am a consultant for Think. Um, I am the co-founder and chief strategist. If you have any questions, again, just shoot me an email.